Hello everyone, this is my self-cultural report on intercultural communication. So, in today's society, we exist in a variety of cultures. Different cultural backgrounds create different races, customs, and ways of getting along with each other. That is why cultural exchange is essential to the development of today's world. So, my name is Sun Xinhua, and I'm a Chinese from Henan, China. My hometown has a very rich history. In Chinese history, Henan has the most Chinese imports, which means that Henan has the purest Han Chinese. So my family and I are Han Chinese. My grandmother is a Christian, but our family doesn't follow any religion, which I think is the case for most Chinese families. The interesting thing is that even though we don't belong to any religion, we still need to do something about Taoism when we have some special times, such as Chinese New Year. This is because Taoism has a huge influence in China, and you can find things related to Taoism anywhere in China. A few decades ago, most families in China had a patriarchal mindset that existed even after 2000. Even though I'm a boy, I'm still proud that my family does not have this kind of mentality, and that males and females should be born equal to have everything, which I think is the rightful thing to do. In China, if you are a boy, then your parents will always teach you to protect the girls around you, such as your sister or your friends, etc. So most Chinese boys treat girls politely and with respect, which I think is a beautiful thing. Everyone treats others as a gentleman, so gender differences are not much of a problem for Chinese. If anything, women tend to grow up more suitable and rational, while men are more rebellious. So you can see in all kinds of journey high schools and high schools in China that most of the problematic teenagers are boys who smoke, fight, skip classes, and so on, which is a very common problem. So next is the class influence. Actually, my family is not rich. I should be regarded as working class, and my family often worries about money. And they often teach me that I should learn to be thrifty. So the effect of class on me is probably that it keeps me from being able to spend money at a place. I don't subjectively have a negative attitude towards rich people. A family is rich or poor, that's something you can't change by birth. The only thing you can change is make it better. So I don't complain about why my family is as rich as other families, or question them about why I can't travel every day like the rest of my classmates. I think parents raise their children, which is already a huge expense, and children should be thankful to their parents for raising them. Moving on, Chinese culture defines me to be a less direct person. The more I grow up, the more I realize that treating people just by being polite to them doesn't work to gain more friends, especially after middle school. When classmates start to have their own circles, being polite to people can only leave the same planet, and the other person won't further develop a relationship with you. So I need to handle my misfit personally appropriately and cater to the majority. Otherwise, your circle will get smaller and smaller until you are isolated. I know this feeling very well. It's hard to live with, so I need to constantly be interesting and learn new topics such as games, movies, and so on. You need to express your opinion politely. Sometimes you can only express your opinion in your mind and not really say it. Otherwise, you will get into an argument and seriously lose a friend. And everyone has their own social circle. When you have a bad relationship with someone, your relationship with some of people in that person's social circle will also become cold. Therefore, Chinese people never speak in a roundabout way. You can't tell the person's attitude towards you, and sometimes there will be a normal communication one day, and then no longer in contact with the situation, which is normal. As I entered college, I realized that I was not handling relationships as easily as I used to, because there are all kinds of people from different countries. I feel intimidated when interacting with them. When I communicate with Chinese people, I can get to know them very well, even if I'm a stranger. I think there are many reasons for this fear of communicating with foreigners, such as the fear of not being fluent in English or being rude to the other person's culture. This is exactly the anxiety and uncertainty management theory that I heard in class. There are too many uncertainties that make us refuse to communicate internally. So if we want to communicate well in intercultural communication, reducing anxiety is a very important thing. Lastly, I have mainly presented Chinese youth-related cultural stories rather than Chinese traditional culture. I think that if you are doing intercultural communication, then youth-related cultural stories are more important than traditional culture, which will tell you how to understand others and help you to minimize misunderstandings. That's all. Thank you.